Assalamu alaikum and good morning. Welcome to the online session. Today our topic would be Journey to Freedom, a new lesson from your reading and writing workshop book. Please open pages 324 and we would take up to 331 page, inshallah. Now this page is from your book. The genre is historical fiction. Name of the lesson, Journey to Freedom. You can see in the picture one man who is welcoming two characters. One is old woman and with a young girl, and the other girl who is in the house is watching them. Essential question. The important question about this lesson: how do people show inner strength? It means that how people get motivation and inspiration and strength, power from their heart, from their inner self. Read about a girl who discovers her inner strength when she is called upon to help people escaping slavery. So basically this lesson is about a family. That family including father and the daughter who helps the slave people to escape. So they are helping slave people in escaping, in making them way, or to provide them way to go away, or in helping them to run away from slavery. So this is a historical fiction, and Journey to Freedom is a historical fiction set in an actual place, in the real place. And the real place was in America in 1851, that there was still slavery and the people wanted to escape from slavery. Some people helped them while some people persisted to keep them slave. The character faced problems that real people face in the past. So the character, obviously being human beings, they had problem, as human beings always have problems. So it was also a problem to shackle and get free from slavery. Historical fiction, and it is a historical fiction. It is from history. So this story is from history. So in historical fiction may use dialect, a way people spoke in a certain region. Dialect is a specific language that the people of that area or country or place speak. May use characters, letters to develop the plot. In this story also there is a letter which develops the plot. And dialect is a form of the main language, but it's slightly different from the main language of that area. For example, if there is an Arabic language which is spoken in Gulf countries, but there is a slight difference between all Arabic dialect. So the countries which are here in the Gulf country, their dialect, their speaking of Arabic accents are different from one another. So that's called dialect. So here also language was English, but the dialect there was a slight difference in their speaking. You can see here that so the old lady and the girl, that girl's name was Emma. While you can see here the picture that this was Emma, that is the old lady. This is the father of that girl, a big tail, who would help them later on. Now she is searching the plants to help the old lady, because the old lady had severe cough and fever and she wanted to help them. So Emma told her that how to get plants which can be used against fever and against coughing. So she went out to help them. Find text evidence. Journey to Freedom has a realistic setting from the history. So the setting, it means where it happened and occurred. It happened in America, and the setting of the story is true. The dialect Abby uses in narrating the story and in her dialogue helps me to imagine a real Massachusetts girl in 1851. In the city of Massachusetts in America in 1851, this story happened, and Abby, that is the name of that girl, who got out to help them finding the plant to cure the old lady, who came to stay with them for a night because they were on a way to escape from slavery. And Abby and her father, they were helping slave people. The letter that Abby reads provides information that is important to the plot. So when you read the story, you would find a letter which was sent to the father of Abby by someone to help these two slave people. Make prediction. When you read historical fiction, you may not be sure how to predict what a character living in the past would do. Now, predict means to say something in advance, to predict something, to say something about something which will happen in the future. That is called predict. To say something in advance, that's called predict. Use clues in the text. Clue means signs, hints in the text in the reading of the story, and knowledge you have gathered from other reading to make logical guesses, reasonable guesses and hints that what will happen. When you start reading the story, you can tell what will happen. Oh, I think it will happen like this. Yeah, I think she is gonna escape and she would help her. I think, yeah, Abby is kind-hearted girl. She would like these kind of guesses and hints and logical, guesses you can make. As you read further, confirm or revise your prediction using evidence from the text. It's just like, for example, when you watch a movie or a drama or read a story, so you predict, you say something in advance. Yeah, I think it's gonna happen like this. So these you can make prediction before reaching to the end point or to the conclusion. You can see when she brought those plants, so they boil and make a tea, and they also She also got some mint and they helped with that tea mixed with mint and other plants to offer that old lady who was suffering from fever and coughing. So she would get better, and ultimately it happened like this. So you can see in the picture, this is Abby and this is Emma. From the complexion and color of these two characters, you can come to know that the black people were forced to be slave in America in 1800. Cause and effect. When reading fiction, you learn about the characters from their responses to key events in the plot. Events mean action. When you read the fiction, this story, you will come to know the character and their responses, their answer, their action, their doing, their talking. As you read the story, pay attention to how each event causes a reaction in one or more of the characters. So when you read, you will get interest and you would want to proceed the story, because there are different kind of events and unfolding of the story happen, opening the story to the final conclusion. And we have here got four characters: Abby, the father of Abby, Emma, and the old lady with Emma. Find text evidence. As I reread the beginning of Journey to Freedom, I note that the knocks at the door causes a big tail her to start pounding. I can infer from this reaction that in addition to feeling fretful and impatient while waiting for the guest's arrival, she is also nervous. And an event is the cause of each reaction. Now, a big tail is the name of Abby. So they were waiting. When the story starts, they were waiting for the guest. And so her heart started pounding. She reacted because someone knocked at the door, and she got nervous and worried. And I can infer, I can derive, I can conclude, I can understand from this reaction that she was fretful, she was worried. The feeling of worried when someone knock at the door in the night, obviously worries and concern and impatient. She couldn't wait. Who was knocking at the door? So she's also nervous, and that was a natural reaction. Something happened, you react. Someone or something do something or does something, so there is a reaction. Now you can see this page is from your book, Adages and Proverbs. Adages and Proverbs are the same. Proverb means like saying. A penny saved is a penny earned is an adage. It is a proverb that if you save something, so it's better for you. It is used figuratively to express widely accepted statement about life. Now when she got out, so find that I'm not sure of the meaning of the sentence. The field have eyes and the woods have ears, on page 326 of Journey Freedom. Papa says that Abby must be careful not to arouse suspicion. Arouse suspicion means to get notice or to get attention of something. Suspectful, suspicion, suspectful. Now it means that you must be very careful. while going out into the field. So I think he knows that personifying the field and words as having eyes and ears makes the warning easier for her to remember. Dear students, we have discussed in literary terms that personifying means when you give qualities of animate thing to inanimate thing. Now here, fields and woods having eyes. So obviously fields and woods don't have eyes like human beings and ears, but here it is used figuratively, personifying, personification, to give living qualities to non-living things. Remember, he said to me, the fields have eyes and the woods have ears. Take care how you act and speak, so as not to arouse suspicion. That you must be very careful in order not to get caught or to get any attention or doubt. Be alert. And in your turn also you can see passion is bitter but its fruit is sweet. That being patient is not an easy job, but its fruit is sweet. Problem share, be problem half. When you share your problem with others, so it means that your problems divided, your problems listen, your problem being decreased. So that's why by sharing your problems you get unburdened, your stress gets minimized. So these are the difficult proverbs, the proverbs and adages. Homework: read the listen and write meanings to difficult words and phrases by using dictionary. Thank you very much and have a nice day.